1st of February, it's time to announce Old Grandpa Joe's Hull City Player of the Month award for January 2019. So, sadly it did end on a bit of a sour note with, the whole 3-0 defeat. But in this month we played games against Bolton, Millwall in the FA Cup, Sheffield Wednesday, Aston Villa and Blackburn. In those games, well, Dicker scored, Grzycki scored, Bowen scored, Martin scored, Toral scored, Bowen scored again and again, Evandro, Bowen scored again. I'm trying to think who else scored against Sheffield Wednesday. It's completely lost me. But anyway, someone who wasn't on that list is my player of the month, and it's going to be Kevin Stewart. Definitely deserves it. I've not given it to Bowen because, well, I don't know why I'm giving it to him, to be honest. But Bowen, he's already won one, and Stewart, he has been very much in every single game. Like, Bowen was very, very anonymous against Blackburn. Stewart was the best player, so that's what does it, I think. I hope. Anyway, if we add him to the winners board there. Oh, I've got those the wrong way around. Oh, well. So, yeah, there's the winners board. And Kevin Stewart has been added to it. Now on to the preview, but first we're going to go for a wee little bit of deadline day with Sandley and Ridgewell. And I'm not going to overview it here because there's an entire video up on my channel for that right there. And in case you can't see it, it's in big on the screen there. So go watch that if you want to hear my views on Liam Ridgewell. Now on to the team news, where it's good news for Hull City as Jackson Irvine will return for the Tigers and Jarrod Bowen is fit to play as Nigel Adkins and his players look to return to winning ways against Stoke City. Irvine has been away with Australia at the Asian Cup and hasn't featured for the Tigers since bagging a match-winning brace against Preston North End on Boxing Day, but he's back to add to head coach Nigel Adkins' midfield options this weekend. Bowen is fit to play despite limping off against Blackburn Rovers last Saturday. However, Adkins has confirmed that centre-backs Reece Burke, Yori Device and Andre Mazuch will all miss the clash with the Potters. He said all three will miss this weekend, which I think we knew would be the case. Reece and Jordy have had a chance for being back for the game against Derby next week. Andre is probably looking more towards the Brentford game along with John Toral, said Adkins in his press conference. With Burke, Device and Mazuch out, Adkins does at least have a new centre-back option after adding the experienced Liam Ridgewell to his squad on deadline day. Liam brings a vast amount of experience and you only have to look at his record to see that. He's played in the Premier League, been a captain, won trophies, been promoted out of the Championship, and we're really pleased to bring him here. It was a shot to nothing in terms of he was available to come in and bye-bye. And you could train for us to have a look at him, but you could see straight away from the way he talks, the way he organises and how good he is with the football that it was a simple decision to have him on board for the rest of the season. Like we said, we had Tommy Elphick here. He's one that will help our young centre-halves as well. I was pleased with his fitness and he might be surprised if his last game was in December, so he's had a bit of a break. But he's a naturally fit guy and it's a bit of sharpness that he needs. It might be a few days too early for him, but that's not to say I couldn't play him on Saturday. What Adkins is saying there, he's not properly match fit, but he's got no options, so he has to play him. And Angus MacDonald, deep vein thrombosis, and James Weir-Knee remain out. And as for Stoke, they could hand debuts to new signings Danny Bath and Sam Vokes after they both joined the Potters this week, with assistant boss Paul Hart hinting that there could also be a change in formation to the visit to the KCOM, and Charlie Adam is still out. Stats. Hull have won one of the last 15 league games against... Oh, God. Bad omens. Stoke have won each of the last 4 league matches against Hull, scoring 8 goals and conceding just once. Hull have won their last 4 home league games, scoring 14 goals and conceding just twice. They last 5 in a row at the Kirkham in January 2016. Stoke are winless in 6 away league games since a 1-0 win at Bristol City in October. Stoke have failed to score in 4 of the last 6 championship games, as many as they had in their opening 23 games this season. Hull boss Nigel Adkins has never beaten oh my god. He's with all matches coming in league competitions, his last home game against him was in November 2007 with Scunthorpe, a 3-2 defeat. Now what do I think? I'm glad Bowen is fit and Adkins faced a selection dilemma over whether he brings Jackson Irvine straight back into the starting 11. But I think that's unfair on Evandro because he's been playing well, but Irvine perhaps brings a different dimension to the midfield that perhaps could be needed. Basically, the midfield was in bits, other than Kevin Stewart against Blackburn. And Irvine's a bit more tough tackling than Evandro. So maybe Irvine comes straight back in, is what I'm trying to get at there. Now to my predicted team with Marshall in goal. This is so much of a procession now. I'm honestly getting bored of saying it. Marshall in goal with Kane, Liam Ridgewell, as you can see there. Don't know his squad number yet. Interesting. Mackenzie and Kingsley with Stewart, Henriksen and Evandro the midfielders, with Bowen on the right, Guzicki on the left and Campbell up top. I've been saying it for ages, but I can guarantee you as soon as I predict Chris Martin to start, Campbell will start. I'm still going to keep putting Campbell in there. So if we get them both up on screen, Campbell and Martin. Martin for me, terrible. Campbell, ding. Campbell needs to play, man. Play him. Because Martin's awful. I know there's a whole point, oh, we're not scoring any goals against Blackburn. Oh, let's blame the centre forward. Yeah, but when your centre forward's Chris Martin, he's just a lumbering piece of skin. What am I on about? When your centre forward's Chris Martin and he's literally the modern day Emil Heskey, you've got to start Campbell. And also, before I get to the substitutes, Campbell changed the game last weekend. When, obviously I said in my match reaction to the Blackburn game that when Mazuch came off things got better, but it was really when Campbell came on. He changed the game according to Liam Williamson in the comments. Now to the substitutes: George Long, Eric Lee Hyde, Mark Pugh, David Milinkovic, Jackson Irvine, Dan Batty and Chris Martin. Now for the predicted score. Adkins Alendis Hoodoo against Stoke. Adkins will beat Stoke for the first time in his managerial career. Oh my wow. Sorry about that brief interruption there because my sister and a friend have been just annoying. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you do. And I will see you later on actually for a transfer window review. I'll see you later. Bye bye.